All right, I'm back with another video. So this time I wanted to talk a little bit more about caliber and what can make an individual great or good or better and whatnot. So I will tell you this. In my last days, the days that I call my prior to that time or my alive time, I wasn't I wasn't really consciously or in any way really I wasn't getting anywhere when it came to actually doing things better. Now when it came to entertainment and having fun, I was being entertained and I was having a lot of fun and it was cool to party and have fun. But I wasn't getting better or I wasn't achieving any kind of ends in anything. I mean, the only things that I wanted to do, I wasn't progressing in anything. So I wasn't really getting anything done. Now, I never really understood the idea of how you judge somebody or how you evaluate somebody on levels and things until I went to jail, really. The first time that I went to jail, I was there for, I think, a little over 3 weeks. I was in jail, like right after I robbed that bank. I was in general population. And I remember something just didn't add up to me. So I went to, the first range I went to was predominantly white. And the second range I went to was predominantly black. And when I went to the second range, one of the guys who apparently had been there, I've been there many times or whatever, a bit of an older guy. He kept telling me how all the ranges were the same. That all the ranges were ran according to, it's more or less the same rules and it was all the same shit, which I didn't understand because I could have honestly sworn that, that the two ranges were totally different. But that was when it started occurring to me, because there were guys that people would talk about, oh, this guy, oh man, he's banging dudes out, nonstop and all this stuff, oh, this guy, oh, he's the shit, oh, this guy, dude, this guy is rich, man, oh, this guy is this, and that's when the first time I started kind of seeing that and understanding that some guys got more respect, some guys got special deals from the CEOs and got special things. And it was a lot of that stuff going on. It was kind of, anyway, I don't want to go into depth about stuff, but, my first time, and then everybody will tell you, your first time in jail is the worst time. And my first time, it was just kind of hard understanding what a criminal is or what somebody who's locked up for a crime is and whatnot, right? But I did about 3 weeks. And I started kind of understanding things. I wasn't throwing that out at people. I wasn't saying, oh, I'm a bank robber. Oh, I robbed the bank. I'm number one. I never said anything like that until much later. But the point, what I'm trying to get at is how do you evaluate somebody? And I was thinking about the ranges because guys get sent to ranges and, more or less they're supposed to be similar in what's going on, and you get sent to a range, and whatnot. So that I started kind of thinking about that, and later on I started kind of advancing a bit. And I don't mean in jail, I mean just in general, just advancing in general, and I think about it even now. What makes somebody so great? What makes a guy so great or so amazing? You know what I mean? What can make somebody so amazing? And I'm gonna address this because I tried ignoring it, and the more I ignore it, the more shit I get for this. When I go outside sometimes and people look at me, I get a lot of attention. I've seen girls, face to face, like a girl will be walking parallel to me and just go that way, kind of like, oh, this guy, like I'm getting away from this guy. And maybe like half a kilometer down the way, she starts breaking into tears, realizing that she lost and that was a bad look on her and that she was a loser. And I've seen stuff like that happen. When I go out there, I get a lot of attention. People look at me a lot. Part of it obviously is appearance, because when you look at my appearance, I look quite distinct and I look different. If you look at my features and everything, and I'll tell you that's just typical Latin features. You know what I mean? Like real Latin people, man, people like I used to think I was some kind of weird oddity, you know? Like I used to think, man, dude, you know, I used to be confused sometimes. Like, dude, am I Middle Eastern? Am I what the fuck am I? You know, and it's only now that I really, when I look at myself and I see the genuine look and I see the color of my hair and things like that, that I realize it. But the thing, but yeah, that's one thing. Appearance, obviously, man. Look, I'll tell you something. We can all achieve a certain level, right? So let's say if you broke a city, if you broke every major city down into 12 districts and you took like the strongest guy in something, whatever it is, if you just picked like overall the best guys you could find in each district, this guy is the best because of so and so and so and let's say you started rating guys, right? Hypothetically, right? What would happen when you put all of them together? What would you do? You would rate them. You would compare them to each other. You know, comparisons is how you figure it out. So you would rate guys. You would write a brief synopsis. You would give them points on whatever. You could do looks. You could do strength. You could do skill, physically skilled. You could do a little bit on sport. You know, kind of like how you pick the Miss Universe girl. You know what I mean? But I've always believed that the Miss Universe, like I would never want to date a Miss Universe girl, by the way. I've always believed that they're kind of sketchy. But it's kind of like Miss Universe for guys, right? Am I wrong? Am I right or am I wrong? You know, you judge him on personality, judge him on how independent he is, judge him on everything. And then you could literally put them up and you could start comparing them and pick the best guy. You know what I mean? That would be to pick the best guy. But that's kind of weird and nobody's going to do that. Okay? Again, why would people give me more attention? Well, okay, you know, I've always been anti-attention, everything, but these people have put so much hate on me that I have no choice but to become everything that they hate. I've become everything that people hated about me. Oh, he's too this, he's too that. Fucking right, I will be that. Hell fucking right, I'll be that. That's damn fucking right, I'll be that, man. You know what I mean? Whatever you fucking hate about me, I'm gonna exactly become that. You know, so they look, oh, why does he get more attention? Hell yeah, I get more attention, dude. That shit is earned, man. You know how that's earned? It's earned by who you are 24/7, man. Like, you're a fuckboy or a fuckgirl, and you're a piece of shit. I could be walking, you might walk on my side, and you make an error, and you think I made an error, and you zip by me. Like I'm a fuckgirl, fuck him. And then you realize, oh shit, I made a mistake, and you're coming back, and you know what I tell you? That's why you're a fuck girl. You know, because in one little moment of misunderstanding and in one little moment, you were ready to disband. You know, oh, I'm walking on his side and in a single moment of weakness or misunderstanding and you were ready to jet off. That's what makes you a fuck girl. I'm sorry to say that. You know, so yeah, so I got look, listen man, it's not really that complicated. I got looks, I got personality. I'm humorous. I'm funny. I know how to conversate. I know how to make intelligent conversation. But more than all of that, in this world, man, you don't get ahead by doing something more or doing something better. You just have to produce something special. It's like when you watch any kind of sports game, they call it hat trick. They go whatever you call it. I don't know what a hat trick, whatever you call it. And, you know, a guy produces that and everybody's talking about it afterwards. It's in the highlights, it's played again, and people get excited, right? But imagine a guy just doing, like, crazy hat tricks all the time. You know what I mean? That's just a whole different beast and a whole different animal. Listen, man, in this world, some guys are winners, some people are winners and some people are losers. Some guys are winners, some guys are losers. You know, if you are willing to kind of back a fuckboy or be on a fuckboy side, you gotta understand that you will be viewed as a fuck girl. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you gotta understand that you will be seen as a fuck girl. I am not a fuck. I'm probably one of the coolest dudes that you've ever met. And I'll tell you right now, man, like, if you, like, when you play those little games, like, you're smiling, like, dude, you're smiling at me, hoping, you know, maybe you heard something and you love it and you're looking at me and you want me to look at your face while you're smiling. Like, you're a fuck girl, man. I don't think you understand the fact that you're a fuck girl, man. We don't like people like, I'm a cool motherfucker. I'll tell you right now, if you unnecessarily fuck with me, everybody's gonna look at you like you're a fuck boy or a fuck girl. There's no bravery in going against me. Oh, he's so brave. No, you motherfuckers are fuckboys and fuckgirls. I'm sorry to say, the lowest races in this world typically have a lot of fuckboys and fuckgirls among them. You know what I mean? Dude, listen, like, you're happy the fact that they've stopped all of us from playing soccer. And that was 20, 30 minutes of fun we had. And that was 20 and 30 minutes of moments where you could display skill and show how good we are. And you got so jealous that, you know, like, dude, I've told people, you know, when you're talking about even criminal justice system, you talk about, like, if there were women, like, anyways, I don't want to get into this, right? I'll tell you right now, there are women, if they had their chance of who they could date, like actually date, like, you know, this guy or someone who's a CEO, like, I'm telling you, man, they're coming after this guy right here. They are not going after that CEO. You know what I mean? And even if they are, that's because he's CEO and he's got money and or whatever. I don't work like that. I don't work like that. I'm way better than that, man. I'm way better than that. But yeah, but you might laugh at, oh, he lost his soccer. You're laughing about it. You're happy about it. And you're trying to throw that in my face. Like, what kind of fucking loser are you? Like, I want everybody to know in this video that I know that I'm not a loser. That I know that most of the people that hate me are losers. You know what I mean? Most of the people that dislike me and talk shit about me and want the worst for me are typically losers, fuckboys, fuckgirls. They're not popular, they're not cool, nobody fucking likes them. Okay, they might be popular just because they're lower and people feel better to make them popular. They're not better than me, they're not cooler than me in any way, man. I don't know any dude in this, I can stand with any dude in this world if he wants to say he's more gangster than me or whatever. You know what I mean? I can stand with any dude in this world. I can tell him, dude, let's raid off right now, man. Let's see who's better, dude. I'm telling you, man, 90% of guys in general are not fucking with me. 90% of males in general are not fucking with me. And 100%, 99% of females are wishing they could fuck with me. You know what I mean? And I want you to know that I do know that. I'm not oblivious to that. I know who I am. I know my value. I know my worth. I know how good I am. You know what I mean? So this video was to let you know, man. I know about that. Listen, you look like a fucking loser when you're doing shit like that. You look like a fucking loser right there, man. And if you don't, there's a fucking problem. And if you have a lot of backing out there, there's a fucking problem, because you guys are about to just turn fuckboys and fuckgirls, and you know that shit doesn't get posted anywhere. You just turn fuckboy and fuckgirl, and you live with that day in, day out. I'm sorry to say that, but I'm done with this video. And that should be it.